Good day, everyone. Welcome to Real Conservative Headline News. I'm your host, Nathaniel Rajkumar. Starting off, of course, with some news here in Trinidad and Tobago. The Ministry of the People, Social Development and Family Services, through its National Family Services Division, recently hosted its certificate distribution ceremony for the community-based parenting program at City Hall, Port of Spain. Sounds interesting. The event celebrated participants from the Belmont, Caranage, Pleasantville, and Aranguez El Socorro communities who successfully completed the program. Delivering the feature address was the Honorable Vandana Mohit, Minister of the People, Social Development and Family Services. They went on to say, "We reaffirm the ministry's commitment to strengthening families and communities through education and support." And we are going to see a lot more of these types of programs being initiated by the Kamla Persad administration, because they actually choose and desire to serve all the peoples of Trinidad and Tobago. And they know that we have to address a lot of the issues that Trinidad and Tobago faces from a community level. Fire One Fireworks has announced that all retail stores and satellite locations will remain closed on Independence Day in observance of the National Day of Prayer and Reflection. Now, of course, there's Independence Day, people, and everyone is still free to go out and celebrate. The only difference is, even when next year, when there's a normal ceremony next year and the parade next year, God's willing, the fireworks most likely will remain the silent type. And I believe that is a reasonable sort of compromise. Because I love fireworks. But there are individuals that don't really like the noise and whatsoever, and especially the animals. So if you tell people can purchase and utilize silent fireworks instead, I believe that is a reasonable compromise. So next year, God's willing, things will be back to normal, people, hopefully. Some news or information from Grenada. The village of Windward, the heart of Carriacou's century-old building tradition, is once again showcasing its craftsmanship with the construction of a 46-foot vessel. The project, led by Carl Eno, son of renowned shipwright Alwyn Eno, not only highlights the island's maritime legacy, but also creates opportunities for skills transfer to younger generations through training and the Carriacou Boat Building School. Key aspects of the project: traditional craftsmanship built using time-honored methods and materials. The vessels highlights the expertise of Carriacou's master boat builders. Training and capacity building. Young people will be trained in traditional techniques, people, not the modern day techniques, ensuring continuity of this unique heritage. And that's wonderful type of heritage to keep. International collaboration. Once completed, the vessel will sail to Europe. That is exciting and interesting, serving as a platform for cultural exchange and international promotion of Carriacou's maritime heritage. Partnership. The initiative is supported by the Ministry of Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and local government, in collaboration with local investor Piero Zippoli. People, once again, as I said recently, I am expanding my news reports as much as possible. At some point in time, I will even include Barbados, which is another significant island. All islands are wonderful throughout the Caribbean, but I mean, it is very known. And therefore, most likely, I will expand my news reports even when it pertains to Barbados as well. August sale, 25% off. No more overheating phones. Cool your phones in seconds. Prevents damage to phones and battery issues. Better gaming experience and streaming. USB powered and fast charging. Lightweight and quiet. Ideal for kids and adults. Works with all smartphones. Makes a great gift. Enjoy free island-wide delivery. Call or WhatsApp 868-762-6589. In some more news from Grenada, in a significant development, the Grenadian team closed out its campaign at the highly anticipated 2025 Junior Pan American Games in Asuncion, Paraguay, securing 2 podium finishes on the last day of track and field. The medals were secured by Asharia Ino and Isaiah Patrick after they delivered outstanding performances. According to the information, Asharia in the women's high jump delivered a sterling effort to claim the silver medal. That's significant, people, especially with like a small island like Grenada with a small population. A jump of 1.86 meters. She reportedly finished level on height with Colombia's Isabel Arboleda, who secured gold on countback, while Canada's Trisha Madori earned bronze with a clearance of 1.82 meters. So, of course, she made her little island, her country, not just island, her country, Grenada, proud. Ino's medal marks another milestone in what a major breakthrough season for the young jumper from Grenada has been. Of course, congratulations to her. Some news from Guyana. Fraser's 99 windows house. Seems as though the house actually had 99 windows. Officially launched a new tourism experience. It was sweet poetry, keyboard music, and patriotic songs at the iconic 99 windows house owned by the Fraser family, signaling the official launch of Guyana's newest tourism product, which promises visitors an unforgettable experience. The launch, organized by the Guyana Tourism Authority, GTA, was held on Friday at a house location in Region 6, East Berbice, Quarantine. My response, colonial heritage. This is what they are celebrating, and people, that's what they said. I love it. I, for one, treasure our colonial past here in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's good to see some in my grandfather's homeland, his place of birth, his country of birth, Guyana, doing the same. Wonderful. You won't be disappointed with this one. Look and feel great every day. Painless trimming with no pulling of hair guaranteed. Comfortable to hold and lightweight. Intelligent anti-pinch system. Safety travel lock. Accurate and painless trimming. Durability, 100% quality. Fast charging. To place an order, call or WhatsApp 868-762-6589. Approximately 500 residents of Bethany in Region 2, that's Guyana we are talking about, now have access to reliable drinking water thanks to a new $35 million water supply system that was launched by the Minister of Housing and Water, Colin Crowell, on Friday during this year's National Toshaos Council NTC conference. Community representatives called for a new well to provide water to homes. Bethany is home to approximately 600 people who have been relying on rainwater harvesting for their daily needs. Once again, people, I might sound redundant when I say this, but it shows how much that the Irfaan Ali administration has done in just 5 years. Just imagine if you could give him another term in office, how much more development will take place, how much more service to the people will take place in Guyana. Everything takes time, people. But what is important is to see that an administration is trying their best to develop their country and serve all the peoples of their nation. President Dr. Irfaan Ali has reaffirmed his government's commitment to strengthening local governance structures. It's like how we have local government here in Trinidad, the corporations and whatsoever. So at that level, they're talking about local government. Noting there have been expanded investments aimed at improving services and boosting the capacity of local authorities, maybe mayors or whatever. I don't know that much about the Guyanese politics to know what type of local government they have, if they have regional corporations like us here in Trinidad or what. Of course, most likely they will definitely have mayors, just like how we have mayors in cities and whatever. The head of state was at the time speaking during a recent interview, during which he addressed the evolving role of local authorities. Dr. Ali explained that the administration is channeling more resources directly to communities, but emphasized the greater responsibility must come with additional support. Support, accountability, and transparency also. This is why I believe certain things need to remain under the control of central government. The Ministry of Education is moving forward with a plan to construct a new sports complex at North Roomvelt Secondary School, featuring a synthetic track and a FIFA-certified football stadium, people. That is significant. I'm going to talk about Guyana still. Yes, we are still in Guyanese news. The project, designed to be a hub for community development, it's set to impact thousands of students and aspiring athletes in the capital. And of course, a lot of people from all over Guyana probably will come to participate in sporting events there. That is progress, people. Development under the Irfaan Ali administration. Residents of Region 3 will soon have closer access to advanced engineering studies at President Dr. Irfaan Ali on Sunday announced that the University of Guyana's Faculty of Engineering and Technology will establish a branch at the Technical and Vocational Education and Training TVET Center in the region for that purpose. News from Jamaica. PNP President Mark Golding, the guy that I believe that Jamaicans should give an opportunity to see what he can do as Prime Minister of Jamaica and his administration or his political party. Give somebody else a chance, people. So PNP President Mark Golding has announced that a future PNP government will raise the personal income tax threshold, allowing persons earning up to 3.5 million Jamaican dollars annually to pay 0% income tax. He said, we are going to deal with that matter in a way that benefits these who need it more. Well, those, who need it more. Golding told supporters at a rally in Manchester on Sunday. Now, of course, to be fair, the JLP, I believe, which is Andrew Holness' political party, said that they're going to reduce the percentage of taxes. But you see, when it is, you have, just like how we have a taxable income here in Trinidad and Tobago, when you raise that, you give the poorer class individuals the opportunity to be able to thrive without having to worry about paying those taxes. Once you reach that limit, I believe I think it's more than 60,000 now. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I know it was around that amount. Once you reach that amount, well, of course, you will have to pay taxes on that taxable amount. But I believe this sounds like a good idea. This is even better than just reducing the amount, the percentage of taxes. I think it's from 25. The JLP is suggesting from 25 to 15. I think this is a better idea. Raise the amount that is the non-taxable income. And of course, therefore, as I said before, some of the middle class and definitely the poor class wouldn't have to end up paying those taxes. And therefore, they will have a little more money, a little extra money to be able to invest into their businesses, their small shops, whatsoever it may be, in their children's education, to probably even to purchase a vehicle. Who knows? To me, this is sounding like a good idea. Once again, in my opinion, probably, maybe, just maybe, give Mark Golding a chance to govern the country, Jamaica. Now for the international travel interesting news or interesting information segment. Bangkok, Thailand, when a 200-pound Mekong giant catfish turned up at a flooded train station in the Thai city of Chiang Mai last year, it stopped people in their tracks. Seeing a 6 to 7 foot long, that's really big and truth, fish trapped outside a ticket booth was a surreal sight. Yeah, that's a huge fish. And it raised an obvious question. Where did it come from? It certainly did not come from its natural habitat. The Mekong River, which runs through several Southeast Asian countries. The critically endangered species is one of the world's largest freshwater fish and has become vanishingly rare in the wild in Thailand. Instead, the train station fish was surely raised in captivity, possibly escaping from a private pond, temple pool, or stocked reservoir after floodwaters had breached containment. The incident provided a rare glimpse of a hidden world. Across the Thailand, megafish like the Mekong giant catfish and the similarly threatened giant barb are being bred in large numbers in captivity. Government hatcheries, commercial farms, and private owners raise them for fishing ponds, religious purposes, or ornamental displays because they are beautiful. Some of them are very beautiful fish. Now scientists are beginning to ask a pivotal question. Could these captive stocks play a role in reversing the decline of megafish populations in the wild? Captive stocks could be more than just a fallback, says Zeb Hogan, a biologist at the University of Nevada, Reno, who has studied Mekong megafish for decades. With the right science and conservation efforts, they might help bolster wild populations and keep these iconic fish from disappearing altogether. I hope that the efforts that they make will succeed. This is one thing. I'm not against hunting, but I love wildlife, and I do fully agree, and support conservation sorts of programs and policies. Folks, that brings us to the end of today's news headlines. Thanks again to everyone who continues to support my content. Please like, comment, share, stay blessed, and stay safe in Jesus' name.